Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी, दंडवत प्रणाम।
Yes, Dandavat Pranam.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु दंडवत प्रणाम।
Dandavat Pranam. Hare Krishna.
हरे
Yes, so welcome all of you for today's Sunday,
Hare
our
Krishna.
Sunday meeting. Hare Krishna. So today who all have joined is Abhinav Prabhu, Aditya Raj Prabhu. Aditya Raj Prabhu has joined first time. Then we have Ashish Prabhu, Ashutosh Prabhu, Chaitanya Prabhu, Ganesh Prabhu, Pranav Prabhu, and Vipul Prabhu. Yes. So we are going to discuss from teachings of Queen Kunti, and we already completed 3 chapters of this particular book. Very wonderful books, which has the prayers of Queen Kunti. And today we are going to start with the 4th chapter, that is 4th prayers of Queen Kunti. So let us have short prayers before we proceed ahead. ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनाशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा। So, till now we have completed the 3 prayers of Queen Kunti, and that we saw that how Queen Kunti was glorifying the Supreme Lord, paying obeisances to him, and she is even, and there are many hidden things. Even each and every word in her prayers, it is very nicely composed. Like Adakshaja is the Prakrite Param. Then, so like that, there are many words which she uses, which proves the supremacy of Lord Krishna. And the similar prayer is this, and one of the very easy prayer. Even all of you may be already knowing about this, because every Bhagavatam we recite this prayer: Krishnaya Vasudevaya, Devaki Nandanaya cha, Nanda Gopa Kumaraya, Govindaya Namo Namo. So let us all recite this. First I will recite and then you can recite after me. So I'll share you the teachings of Queen Kunti soft copy also, so that you can recite the verses properly. Here is the 4th chapter, Approaching Krishna, the all-pervading truth. Yeah, so this is the verse. Yes. Krishnaya Vasudevaya
कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय
Devaki Nandanaya cha
देवकी नंदनाय च
Nandagopa Kumaraya
नंदगोपकुमाराय
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
गोविन्द
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Yes. Anyone would like to recite?
Yes,
कृष्णाय
sir.
वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः।
Yes, thank you. One more devotee.
कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः।
Yeah, one more devotee. 3 devotees total.
वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः।
Yes, thank you. So very beautiful, very nice verse. And if you see every particular the Sanskrit word used here is nothing but it is representing only one personality. Who is that?
Krishna.
Krishna. Krishnaya, Vasudevaya, Devaki Nandan, Nandagop, Kumaraya, Govindaya, Namo Namo. So I offer my obeisances to the Supreme Lord Krishna. So yes, Ashish Prabhu, please read translation.
Yes, Hare Krishna everyone. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yes.
So Let me therefore offer my respectful obeisances unto the Lord, who has become the son of Vasudeva, the pleasure of Devaki, the boy of Nanda, and the other cowherd men of Vrindavana, and the only winner of the cows and the census.
Yeah. So the Supreme Lord Krishna, who has become the son of Vasudeva, the pleasure of Devaki, the boy of Nanda, and cowherd men of Vrindavan, and the enlivener of cows and senses. So let us go to the purport. So purport next devotee can read. Yes, Jitendra Prabhu, you can read. Start the purport. I'm not able to hear you. Jitendra Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes.
The purport, the Lord, being thus unapproachable by any material assets, out of unbounded and causeless mercy descended on the earth, as he is in order to show his special mercy upon his unalloyed devotees and to diminish the upsurges of the dominic persons. Queen Kunti specifically adores the incarnation or descent of Lord Krishna above all other incarnations because in this particular incarnation, he is more approachable. In the Rama incarnation, he remained a king's son from his very childhood. But in the incarnation of Krishna, although he was a son of king, he had once left the shelter of his real father and mother, King Vasudeva and Queen
Devaki.
Devaki, just after his appearance and went to the lap of Yashoda Mai to play the part of an ordinary cowherd boy in blessed Brajbhumi, which is very sanctified because of his childhood pastime. Therefore, Lord Krishna is more merciful than Lord Ram.
Yes. So here, very nicely, actually Queen Kunti specifically adores the incarnation of Lord Krishna. So in this particular para, which we have read it, we see that Queen Kunti is adoring the incarnation of Lord Krishna. And what is the reason? Why she is saying that Krishna is more merciful than Lord Ram or any other incarnation for that sake? What is the singular reason which just now we read in this purport?
Because in other incarnations he always appears like in Rama form he had Tir and Dhanush and he appeared as a
No,
son
but only
of the
one
king.
word it is, one word difference. What is the main difference between Krishna and all other incarnations?
He's Leela
Yeah.
Purushottam.
No, what Prabhupada is saying, what we read till now in this, just few statements. Just
He was a
anyone.
son of kings and queen in all the incarnations, but he is the simply as it's showing the very simple role as a cowherd boy.
Yeah, reasons are correct, but just one state, which one word which actually represents the all his pastimes or whatever reasons you all are telling, only one word is sufficient to represent that. What is that? If somebody has attentively heard the purport, then they will be able to know. Yes, anyone? Queen Kunti adores the
Supreme
incarnation of Lord.
Personality of Godhead
Yeah.
himself ascended here.
Yes.
All other incarnations are he's partial or other Avadar, we say. But Krishna is himself Swayam Bhagavan. So he
So
is the
what?
source of all incarnations.
So what Queen Kunti is saying? What is so special about Krishna's pastime or Krishna about Krishna? What is so special? Why it is she likes the incarnation of Lord? Even our today's topic is in the same topic itself as the answer.
He is more approachable.
Yeah, very nice. Correct. So he's very easily approachable. If you see here, I will show you the purport. See here it is saying Queen Kunti specifically adores the incarnation or descent of Lord Krishna above all other incarnations because in this particular incarnation he is more approachable. So Krishna is very, very easily approachable in the incarnation of Lord Krishna, whereas in other incarnations he is very, very difficult to approach. Like if you see Lord Ram, he actually like Krishna. If you see, even though he was the son of a king, but he left that immediate as soon as he took birth, he went to the Vrindavan and became the cowherd boy. He went into the home of Nanda and Yashoda, and he was as their son. He was doing all the pastimes. He was taking the cows. He was playing with the monkeys. He was having cowherd boys, cowherd girls. Even the other neighborhood gopis and gopas, they used to play with him, and they used to. He was attractive to everyone in the Vrindavan, and anyone could just easily approach Krishna. There was no some rule or something that only these people can meet or like that. But if you see Lord Ram's pastime, you may see Lord Ram is also easily approachable, but no. If you see Lord Ram's pastime, Lord Ram, even though there were so many monkeys, that Vanar Sena was there, but he was dealing with only one person, that is Hanuman. Hanuman or Sugriv or Vali, like that. So basically, he is only dealing with the leaders of that particular Vanaras, not with each and every Vanara. Similarly, whenever it comes to dealing, Lord Ram is only giving his more attention to the leaders than to the other people. But whereas in Krishna's incarnation, Krishna is having relation with each and every person, whether he is leader or follower or whoever he is. Even he may be the flute. And I will just show you one. Then peacock. Actually, the Radheshampru showed this video. I wanted to show this video how he reciprocate even with the peacock. The peacock, when she comes in front of Krishna, so she asks something, and let us see how Krishna reciprocates with that. Yeah, all are able to see this screen?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hey, what do you want, my fine feathered friends? Ah, I see. What shall I play then? An excellent choice. You are as gracious as you are beautiful. I will wear it with honor.
Yeah, so you saw initially when the peacocks approached him, the first thing he did is he asked, "How can I serve you? Which particular tune you would like to hear?" And then they said something, and he could hear them. And then he started playing the flute, and then they were very happy. And then they said that the peacocks, they said, "We want to offer you something because you have played for us, so we want to offer you something." So then peacocks, what they have. So then Krishna says, "Okay." And then they give the feather, and Krishna says, "Okay, I'll keep it on my top of my head." So one may just take something, because sometimes when you are a very attractive or loving personality, then people may give different gifts to you, and you may just, if you are actually really love that person, then you will keep that particular gift with you always. So if you see now also Krishna, wherever Krishna's deities are there or whatever photos, if the peacock feather is not there, then you say, "Oh no, this is incomplete photo," or "This is incomplete Krishna." Krishna has always peacock feather. So one may say, "Oh, what is this peacock feather? Why should I always carry and all?" But basically, we see that the Krishna is so merciful, so kind, that he want to reciprocate even with the like some small creatures also. He want to reciprocate. Not that he is just happy. He just want to reciprocate with only those people, or he is not like partial. So basically, whoever offers him with love and devotion, anything, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam, Yome Bhakta Prayashati, Bhakta tada uparitam ashnami prayatatmana. That means whatever with love and devotion, if you offer the patram, pushpam, phalam, or toyam, that is leaf, the leaf, flower, or water, or whatever you offer in the small things also, I will be very much pleased with that. So, but it should be with love and devotion. Then I will accept it. So that is how Krishna is very, very kind and merciful, and anyone can approach him. So that is what we come to know in this particular paragraph. So let us read ahead. Next is, yeah, here we had completed. Therefore, Lord Krishna is more merciful than Lord Ram. Also, as many of you said, Krishna is, Lord Ram is Maryada Purushottam, whereas Krishna is Purna Purushottam. So there is no Maryada. So that's why Lord Ram, when actually Lord Ram and Lord Krishna as such, there is no difference. Both are the same personality. But even in their personality wise, there are certain differences, which is like Lord Ram, when there were many beautiful queens and all, they approached him that please marry us. Then he said that actually I am a Ekapatni Vrata. I marry only one patni. I will have only one patni. I am a Maryada Purushottam. So they said, but next time when I am going to incarnate as Krishna, my Purna Purushottam form, so that time I will accept you. And then those ladies only, there is a past time when some of the gopis, they were taken by a demon, and then Krishna married all those 16,000 gopis. So those 16, some of them were this when they approached Lord Ram. So Lord Ram, as in that incarnation, he couldn't accept them, but then in the incarnation of Lord Krishna, he accepted those ladies. Okay, so next we will go ahead. So we have Aditya Rajpro. Can you read next from here? He was undoubtedly.
He was undoubtedly very kind to Kunti's brother Vasudev and the family. Had he not become the son of Vasudev and Devaki, Queen Kunti could not claim him to be her nephew and thus address Krishna in parental affection. But Nanda and Yashoda are more fortunate because good pastimes, which are more attractive than all other pastimes. There is no parallel to his childhood pastimes as
second line.
Exhibited at Vrajabhumi, which are replicas of his eternal affairs in the original Krishna Lok, described as the Chintamani Dham in the Brahma Samhita. Lord Sri Krishna descended himself at Vrajabhumi with all his transcendental entourage
and
paraphernalia. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu therefore confirmed that no one is as fortunate as the residents of Vrajabhumi, and specifically the cowherd girls who dedicated their everything for the satisfaction of the Lord. His pastimes with Nanda and Yashoda and his pastimes with the cowherd.
Cowherd men,
Prabhuji, can you just scroll up?
Yes, the second line you can read. Cowherd men.
Cowherd men, and especially with the cowherd boys and the cows have caused him to be known as Govinda. Lord Krishna as Govinda is more inclined to Brahmanas and the cows, indicating thereby that human prosperity depends more on those two items, namely Brahmanical culture and cow protection. Lord Krishna is never satisfied where there are lacking.
So here 2 points come. One of the point was how Nanda and Yashoda were more fortunate than Devaki and Vasudev. So one may say, oh, Devaki and Vasudev, Krishna was their direct son. And after certain years, maybe after some years in Vrindavan, he came back to Dwarka and he was staying with them. So they should be more fortunate in terms of number of years. He was more with Devaki and Vasudeva than Yashoda and Nanda. But here, Prabhupada is saying, and Yashoda and Nanda, Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj, they were more fortunate. Why? Because of one thing. Anyone knows what was said here? Why they were more fortunate than Devaki and Vasudeva? Yes, anyone?
Because they got to experience the childhood pastimes of Lord Sri Krishna.
Yes, correct, exactly. So because they could experience the childhood pastimes of Krishna, which are more attractive than any other pastimes. So childhood pastimes are the most attractive pastimes of Krishna. Especially his butter filling pastimes. Then he is known as butter thief because of that. And the pastimes with the gopis, pastimes with the even Yashoda Maya also. Like once you know that he, even though there was good amount of makhan which was made in his home, still he used to go to neighborhood homes or some other gopis' homes to steal the butter. And not only alone, he used to go with some friends and monkeys also used to come. And then he used to take it. He used to steal very hidingly. They had properly the one after another Gopa used to be there, and the Krishna used to climb in the top, and then he used to break the matki, and then he used to distribute the makhan to everyone. And so and many times he was once he was caught also. Most of the times he was very alert in not getting caught by those gopis, but once he was caught, and then the gopi said, now I have caught you, and I told so many times to Yashoda, but Yashoda was not believing in my words. Now I have red-handedly taken you, so now I will take you to Yashoda Mai, and she will now punish you. So she takes the hand of Krishna and she takes her to the home of Yashoda Mai. After going there, then Yashoda says, "Oh, what happened?" So she says, "See, till now I was saying, no, your Krishna is coming and stealing the butter. So today I have caught him. Please see, punish him." So Yashoda, see what you are saying. He's your own son. And when the gopi looked beside, then he sees that there is no Krishna. Instead of Krishna, his own son was there. And she got bewildered. And Yashoda Mai said, "You take proper rest. I think you have not taken properly, or you have been too much into different things. So you take proper rest." And she again goes back, and on the way she again after seeing some time when she see Krishna was there, not his own son. So then Krishna, he started smiling and he says, "See, Gopi, if today you have caught me, tomorrow if you try to catch me again, then today I come as your son, tomorrow I'll come as your husband. So be aware." Like that, Krishna gives warning to the Gopi only. And the Gopi becomes, of course, they were also very happy. It's not that they were very morose or something. They were very happy that Krishna is coming to our home and he is taking butter. So, but because once what happened is, once when he was actually caught, Yashoda Mai said, today onwards, she wanted to bind him, and today onwards, Krishna will not come. So the gopis, they became very morose. They said, no, no, the Krishna is coming to our home is only our real pleasure. So we make the butter so that he comes and steals it. So that is the only purpose of our making butter also. So because Krishna was so attractive that everyone in the nobody would actually think that he is somebody else's son. They were treating him like the most what we say mm, most loving personality he was, even though even more than their own son or daughter. So even Parikshit Maharaj, when he heard this particular pastime, he asked Shukdev Goswami that how is it, because generally in this world everybody loves their own son and daughter very much because they are connected to them. But how is it that these all cowherd gopis and all the Brajvasis, they are loving Krishna more than their own son? How is it that? So that time it was said that because Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead, he could actually, and he is the main person to be loved. So that's why, and everybody is part and parcel of Krishna. So basically, Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead, and now he has come in this Vrindavan just to exhibit his pastimes. He has just come. He is not actually a coward boy and all, but he is playing those roles, or he is acting as a son of Nanda and Yashoda and all these things, just to attract the minds of all the living entities. So that's how we see that Lord is very attractive. And that's how the Vrindavan, the mood was very selfless. There was no envy, enmity, or anything. Only thing was comes as the demons used to come in between and they used to disturb the pastimes. And but Krishna very nicely, he used to kill them very actually every time. So he used to kill them. All of them he killed with very wonderful ways. Yes. Yeah, and one more point in this particular paragraph comes is everybody was working or everybody was doing whatever activities they were doing only for the satisfaction of Krishna. Even the cowherd girls, they were also, it is mentioned here that Lord Krishna descended himself at Brajabhumi with all his entourage. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu confirmed that no one is as fortunate as the residents of Brajabhumi and specifically the cowherd girls who dedicated their everything for the satisfaction of the Lord. So everything was dedicated for the satisfaction of the Lord. So that is very, very pleasing to the Lord. Even there is one statement, if you see here, the last line, Lord Krishna is never satisfied where these are lacking. What is lacking? Brahmanical culture and crowd protection. So these two things, that is what Govinda. Govinda means go means cow, and he is more inclined to the cows and the Brahmanas. So that's why he is known as Govinda. Lord Krishna is Govinda, more inclined to cows and Brahmanas. So wherever these two things are lacking, Lord Krishna is never satisfied. So that's why we see that there in the many times there are earthquakes or some tsunami, certain things happen in this world, and people are wondering why these things are happening, why what is wrong is going on in this world. So basically, it is said that when, of course, that is the nature of the Bhumi Devi, when she is not able to tolerate if some cows are being slaughtered, or the cows are being slaughtered, or different any sinful activities are happening, the Lord is not happy. And because the Lord is not happy, the Bhumi Devi also becomes very difficult for her to tolerate these all things. And the earthquakes and all are the effects of that particular thing. So once what happened is in one of the temple in Prabhupada times, there was a fire. When fire came in particularly one corner of the temple, and then they were wondering why the fire suddenly came, something, and then they sorted out, did the things and all. Later, when Prabhupada, the news went to Prabhupada, Prabhupada asked that there must be, when he came to know that the fire was there in the temple, he said there must be some sinful activities going on here. So this is a spiritual place, and Lord Krishna is the personal protector of this place. But because somebody is not pleasing Krishna, somebody is not satisfying, or they are doing sinful activities which are very so that's why Lord Krishna is not satisfied, and that's why this thing has happened. And when they actually did investigation, they found that there were some sinful activities going on by some neophyte people who were staying in the temple. So then they were immediately, the action was done, they were removed, and later on the things were very right. And then Prabhupada again clarified that how we should be very pure in our habits, in our things, in all the aspects. So when the purity is there in our hearts, in our actions, then everything will be very nice. And Lord Krishna will take care of everything. But if we are having hypocrisy or there is something wrong going on, then Krishna will not be happy, and then the unhappiness of Krishna will come out in these ways. So that's why we need to be very careful. So, and we have to see also, because the person whom we are serving, we have to always see whether he is satisfied or not. Not only this cow protection and Brahminical culture. Now, when none of us are into this, but two things. So we may think that, oh, I am satisfying Krishna. But no, there are many factors. What is pleasing to Krishna, what is not pleasing, what can satisfy Krishna, what is not satisfying. So anything we do in our life, we should always know that Krishna as a Paramatma is looking at our all activities. Also, the Jagannath is there with his broad eyes. He is looking only good things, and he is looking also the sinful or any bad things which we are doing. So he is also saying the number of rounds we chant, the spiritual activities we do, and in case we get little away or distracted, that also is observed by the Lord. So Lord is happy with us or not happy, that we can get to know by the things which are happening in our life. We can see the reciprocation of the Lord in our life, and so that's why we need to be very cautious what things will please Him, what not. So, like this Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam. So, Krishna tells that. Then when we do it, Krishna is very pleased. So, whatever we eat, that also we can offer to Lord. Before eating, we can first give it to Lord, cook it, offer it to Lord, and then take it. Or even sometimes we visit temples. So, we should not just go empty hand. We should take something for the Lord. Like when you approach someone, you always carry something with you, either fruits or something whenever you are visiting somebody's home. So when you are going temple also, the same thing. So that is what is Krishna is the supreme personality. He is a person. So he also reciprocates. So when you reciprocate with him, Krishna will reciprocate with you. So like that we can always carry like that things and all. And that's how we can see that Krishna will be pleased with our endeavors. So now sometimes you see that, like especially when the morning in our ISKCON temples, when the darshan opens in the morning, the Govindam, Adi Purusham, the kirtan starts, and that time you will see that everybody is given flowers. Now one may say, "Oh, I did not carry anything." Now darshan is opening. That means we should offer something. So then the flowers are kept, the big basket of flowers, and you take the flower, you offer it, and you again keep it in front of the deity. So one may think that, oh, these flowers are given by the arranged by the devotees, and everything is, even after offering also there will be one devotee who is taking the flowers which are offered, and he will keep in front of the deities. So in that way, one may think, oh, what I am doing actually, I am just taking the flower and offering. So actually, what we are doing is we are offering our love and devotion. So the flower may be given by the devotees, but now what is in our hand is love and devotion. So with what devotion we offer, you're not just okay, I got something flower, just do some just ghumao thoda idhar udhar and just keep it. Or sometimes now Purushottam Mass is there. Some of the temples we have lamp offering also. So lamp offering is just not just a ritual. Okay, Purushottam Mass is just come at this particular time, come just घुमा के just रख दो सारा lamp. It's not like that. So we need to offer our consciousness also in that, because it is said when you offer the lamp and you with the that flame is there, no fire, that lamp flame. So when you through that flame, when you see the form of Krishna, that is very auspicious, very fortunate thing. And you see that if somebody does it, no, he can just see the Krishna through the flame of the lamp. It is said that he will all his material things, material sinful activities will be destroyed. It is very auspicious just to see like that. And what to speak of offering the entire lamb to the first we offer it to the lotus feet, then lotus navel, then lotus face, and to the entire body of the Lord. So that's how we offer, and we will be benefited. So by offering, we benefit, not that Krishna gets benefit. Krishna already has everything. So Krishna doesn't say that, oh, I want fruits, I'm very hungry. So as such, there is no hunger for him, but he can eat a lot also. Whatever devotees give, he can eat like a Govardhan. Like Govardhan, the Annakut time, when Brajvasis brought different things, it was so much heaps and heaps of rice, and then so many items were there. Govardhan just finished it in a few minutes only, finished everything, and again he gave it back as Mahaprasad to all the Brajvasis. So that's how Lord Krishna reciprocates with our activities. Okay, so coming next. Yeah. Yes, Chaitanya bro. Can read next.
Yes, Prabhu. Am I audible?
Yes.
Uh, in the beginning of her prayers, Kunti Devi said, Namaste Purusham Taddam Ishwaram Prakritehe Param Paramaha Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, 8th chapter, 18th shloka. I offer my obeisances unto the person, Purusha, who is the Prakriti Param, beyond these material manifestations. Thus, in the beginning, Kunti Devi gave us the understanding that God is Supreme Purusha, the Supreme Person. He is not impersonal. He is a person, but he is not a person of this material world or this material creation, and he does not have a material body. This is to be understood. The poor fund, the poor fund of knowledge held by the impersonalists cannot accommodate how the supreme absolute truth.
Yes.
Uh, 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 Impersonalists cannot accommodate how the supreme absolute truth can be a person, because whenever they think of a person, they think of a person of this material world. That is their defect. Why should God be a person of this material world? Therefore, in the beginning, Kunti Devi cleared away this misunderstanding by saying that the Lord is the Prakritehe Param, beyond this material creations. A. At this Yet he is a person, and now by grace of Kunti, we can understand that this supreme person, although alaksham, invisible, how has now visibly appeared as a Krishna.
Yeah, so she says Prakrite Param. So we have already discussed this in the first verse itself, that how she referred to Krishna as a personality, not an ordinary person of this material world, but the supreme person, and Alaksham, invisible. Now he has visibly appeared as Krishna. So here Prabhupada is saying that now, by the grace of Kunti, we can understand the Supreme Person. That means, without the grace of devotees, we cannot understand the Supreme Lord. It is very, very difficult. So, with our because our senses are very limited, we can't see or approach the Supreme Personality of God, who is having unlimited knowledge, unlimited glories, unlimited forms, unlimited. Uh, even he himself is unlimited. He can become the biggest, greatest of the great and the smallest of the small. So he can not be approached by us. We are always very limited in our all the ways. But by the grace of devotees like Kunti, we can understand the Supreme Person, like what we have understood now from this particular verses. So so that is, and even Prabhupada, because Prabhupada is only telling us what Queen Kunti is actually speaking about Lord Krishna. So like that. Yes, Ashutosh, next paragraph.
Yes, Prabhuji. Kunti Devi says, Krishnaya Vasudevaya. The word Vasudevaya is sometimes understood to mean the all pervading. The impersonalists have this conception of Vasudev, and therefore Kunti Devi points out that Vasudev, the all pervading, is Krishna, Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam, Hrideshe Arjuna Tishtati. Krishna, the Supreme Lord, is present in everyone's heart. Thus, he is all pervading.
Yes. So here Vasudeva, generally there are some impersonalists. They say that Vasudeva means all pervading. All pervading means Nirakar. There is no person or something. So that's why Kunti Devi says Krishnaya Vasudeva. That means that Vasudeva is Krishna. That all pervading personality is Krishna. So she is uh, explicitly mentioning the name of Krishna in this. Okay, next paragraph. Yes, from this one. Who is next? Suraj Pro.
Yes, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Krishna, the original person, exists in three features: as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, as the all-pervading Paramatma, the Super Soul, and as the impersonal Brahman effulgence. Those who are interested in Bhakti Yoga have no interest in the impersonal Brahman effulgence, which is for common men. If one were an inhabitant of the sun, what interest would he have in the sunshine? What would be most insignificant for him? Similarly, those who have advanced in spiritual life are not interested in the impersonal Brahman effulgence. Rather, they are interested in Purusha, the Supreme Person, Vasudeva.
Yes. As stated in Bhagavad Gita.
As stated in Bhagavad Gita, the realization of the Supreme Person takes place after many, many births. Bahunam Janmanam Ante. The jnanis, the impersonalists who are attached to the Brahman effulgence, try to understand the absolute truth by dint of their knowledge, but they do not know that their knowledge is imperfect and limited, whereas Krishna, the absolute truth, is unlimited. We cannot approach the unlimited by our limited knowledge. That is not possible.
Yeah, so we cannot approach the unlimited by our limited knowledge. That is not possible. How can we approach the unlimited with our limited knowledge? That is not possible. It can only be possible by the grace of the devotee, the Lord Himself. So, in this paragraph, Krishna, Prabhupada is telling that Krishna exists in three features. What is that three features? What are the three features by which Krishna can be accessed? Yes, anyone?
Paramatma, Brahman effulgence, and Bhagavan.
Yeah, Paramatma, Brahman, and Bhagwan. So there is one verse comes in Srimad Bhagavatam. Vadanti tat tattvavidas tattvam yajnanam advayam brahmeti paramatmeti bhagwaniti shabdate. Here it says brahmeti paramatmeti bhagwan iti shabdate. So these three features are there. So basically, so Prabhupada gives different analogies to understand this particular thing. So Bhagwan is nothing but the Supreme Lord who is seated in Golok Vrindavan with all his associates and everything. So that is Bhagwan feature of the Lord. Then there is the Brahman feature or impersonal Brahman. That is the Brahma Jyoti which comes from the body of the Lord. But it's a white light which is the borderline of spiritual world and material world. That is called Brahman effulgence. And then there is a Paramatma feature which is there in everyone's heart. So, but Bhagwan feature is the superior, then Paramatma feature, and then the impersonal feature. So, if you see, like Prabhupada gives that analogy of this. I told many times also about, of course, sunshine. Sunshine, if you see, so somebody may say, "Oh, sunshine is coming." So sunshine is all in all. Because of sunshine, I am getting the light. The sunshine is all in all for me. But one who is actually in the knower, he will see that from where the sunshine is coming. It is coming from the sun. Then he will see the source, and he will understand. Okay, sun is the main thing by which sunshine is coming. And then if somebody is more intelligent, he will understand how the sun is moving, how the sun is moving around. There has to be some person behind the sun also. Then you see there is a sun god. Like even in Bhagavad Gita, it comes to sun god Vivasvan. Vivasvan Manave Praha. So Manur Ikshva Kave Bravit. So in that it comes that there is a sun god also. So that means there is a personal form of every that planet, that is sun god, Vivasvan. And then there is a sun planet, and then there is sunshine. So similarly, there is Bhagwan who is in his personal form present in the Golok Vrindavan. Then there is Brahman effulgence, and then the Paramatma feature, and then there is Brahman effulgence. So these steps are there. Similarly, I have told before also about that analogy of the villagers when the first time train comes to their village. So then they were very excited. What is the train about? Nobody saw the train in their life. So when the train was approaching the station, so the villagers had come. Few of them had come just to look how it is, and they wanted to go and tell to the other village people that this is how the train looks. So when the few people, as soon as the train came, As soon as the train came, and it was a big sound and some smoke was coming. So then immediately the people they understood, okay, this train means the big sound comes and there is a smoke. So they just saw that much they understood, and they went to the village and they said train is nothing but smoke and the effulgence. And then there were some more people, they wanted to see what is exactly, let us see what is happening ahead. So then they saw, okay, something is coming, and something was coming, and then they saw some machine kind of thing was coming from the distance. And some of the villagers, they got very excited, they went to the village and told other people that this is nothing but some kind of machine is there, the train, that is what is. And some people were still waiting, let us see, something is coming, so let us, once it comes we will thoroughly check it up. And after the train stops at that station, then they see that the train is there, inside people are also there sitting, and they are now getting down and other people are going in the train. So then they got the full picture of train. The train is nothing but the vehicle which carries passengers from one place to another, and that's how the train thing is there. And then they went to the village and they explained everything. So that's how they got the complete understanding of the train. But some of them, they got some understanding, but it was not complete. So similarly, the impersonalists who say Krishna is Nirakar or Krishna is impersonal, they have a limited understanding of the Supreme Lord, and they try to analyze Krishna maybe like this, maybe like that, maybe this and that. So they get into their limited knowledge, but they don't hear from the pure devotee like Queen Kunti, who is actually telling the greatness and the greatness of the Supreme Lord Krishna. So that is what we come to know from this three features of the Supreme Lord. So now we will take one more para and we will end our session. Yeah. Yes, who is there? Next.
Roger, I can read.
Yeah. Yes, Ganesh bro. You want to say something?
By the grace of devotees, yes.
Okay. Yeah, read it.
By the grace of devotees like Kunti Devi, we can understand that the all-pervading absolute truth, Vasudeva Paramatma, is present as Krishna. Krishna Vasudevaya. This realization of Vasudeva is not possible for impersonalists very easily. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 7.19, Bahunam Janmanamante Jnanavanmam Prapadyate Vasudevah Sarvamiti Sa Mahatma Sudurlabha. After many births and deaths, he who is actually in knowledge surrenders unto me, knowing me to be the cause of all causes and all that is. Such a great soul is very rare.
Yes.
The word.
Yeah. So here again, Prabhupada is saying, by the grace of devotees like Kunti Devi, we can understand that all pervading absolute truth is present as Krishna. And that's how Bhavanam Janmanamante, after many births, we get this knowledge. So this is a very confidential and rare knowledge which we are getting. So thank you. Next, yes, Vipul Prajapati Prabhu, will you be able to read?
Yes, Prabhuji. The word Mahat.
1 minute. Yes.
The word Mahatma means broad-minded. One who cannot understand Krishna is not broad-minded but cripple-minded. If one becomes broad-minded, then by the grace of Krishna, one can understand Krishna. The process of understanding Krishna is Sevon Mukha by rendering service. Sevon Mukhe hi jivhadav. Realization of Vasudeva is possible by rendering service, beginning with the tongue. The tongue has two functions, to vibrate and to taste. So if one repeatedly hears and vibrates the Hare Krishna mantra and tastes prasad, food offered to Krishna, by this very simple method, one will realize Vasudeva Krishna. Krishna will reveal himself. It is not that by our endeavor alone we can understand Krishna, but our endeavor in loving service will make us qualified, and then Swayam Eva Spuratyada.
Yeah. Qualified, and then Krishna will reveal himself. So basically, the process of understanding Krishna, one is grace of the pure devotees, another thing is seven mukho, by rendering service. So seven mukhe means seven mukhe jivado, by rendering service, beginning with the tongue. Tongue has two functions, one is vibrate and test. Yeah, so vibration and testing. So how what we can vibrate and what we can test by our tongue? Anyone?
Chant the holy name of Krishna and eat Krishna Prasad.
Yeah, wonderful. So chanting the holy name of
Done.
Krishna, we can chant with our tongue and we can test Krishna Prasadam. So Prabhupada is saying that just do this two things and what happens? What will happen? Just do these two things. Just chant and eat Krishna
Our
Prasad.
love for Krishna will increase.
Yeah?
Our love and devotion to Krishna will increase.
Yeah, surely it will increase what Prabhupada said, but in this paragraph. What will happen by these two simple things? Just eating Krishna Prasad and vibrating the tongue with the holy name.
Lord will reveal himself.
Lord will reveal himself. Yeah, correct. One will realize Vasudev, Krishna, and Krishna will be revealed. So just you see, the process is so simple. The impersonalists unnecessarily they are using their intelligence and trying to just go round and round and round, just trying to get certain things, but they are not able to understand Krishna. And here Krishna Prabhupada is saying, just stand and eat prasadam. You will understand Krishna. You will realize the Vasudev, and you will Krishna will himself reveal himself to you. So such a easy process, simple process. But the problem is people are very complicated, and because of that, the things become complicated. So it is said even Krishna consciousness, if somebody is too complicated, for him Krishna consciousness will also become complicated. But if somebody is very simple, for him Krishna consciousness is simple. So simple for the simple and complicated for the complicated. So otherwise very easy because even next paragraph Prabhupada is telling that only how one can go back to Godhead. So that things come. And in the actually till now, till this what we have read today, there was one particular theme, how we can approach Krishna with our limited things. First, Queen Kunti says that Krishna is most easily approachable than all other incarnations. So Krishna is the most easily approachable. And even in Krishna also, how can we approach him? So she tells that about not to utilize our own limited knowledge, but seeing through the mercy and grace of the devotees by chanting the prasadam and another thing, we can approach Krishna by satisfying. By Krishna is never satisfied where the things are lacking, like cow protection and Brahminical culture. So we have to see what things are pleasing to Krishna, and if we do those things, then we can easily approach Krishna. And so such prayers help us to approach Krishna. So now if you see the next particular, so now we have completed half of this particular verse. The rest of the half is remaining, which we are going to take in the next Sunday class. So Krishna is very much anxious to take us back home, back to Godhead, and it comes, and most of the thing ahead, it is more of this prodigal son story comes. Why are you loitering in the street? I am the son of an important man. So basically, Prabhupada is saying that if you are a son of a very rich man, then why should you be a beggar going from one place to another, working hard day and night to earn for simple bread? If your father is such a millionaire, then you need not do this because father will provide everything. So that is what being clarified here. Very, very strong purport. Ahead it comes. Till now, Prabhupada was very little light. Now it is going to be very strong in the next half of this purport. So, and Prabhupada says also, when I speak such things, some people may say that why this Swami is saying something and they may be hating me, but I want to speak the truth. Prabhupada is saying like that. So, very interesting it is. So, in the next Sunday class, we will try to complete this particular chapter. So, at this point, we will end. So, last 2 Sundays, I couldn't take our meeting because of various reasons. So, but this Sunday we had, and next Sunday also we will have. There will not be any problem mostly. So we will have our class next Sunday, and then we can go ahead with our reading of teachings of Queen Kunti. Okay, so thank you all very much for your patiently hearing and coming on this Sunday. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.
Jai. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for
Thank
amazing
you,
class.
Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dhanwad Pranam.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Dhanwad.
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Where are you now?
I am in hostel, Prabhu. I am in hostel now.
Okay. Started back college.
Yes, yes.
Yes, Aditya Rajpur, you like the session today? First time you came for the
Yes, Prabhuji, I loved the session.
yeah.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So every Sunday we have such classes on different. Previously we were taking on Bhagavad Gita. Now we have started teachings of Queen Kunti.
Okay. I will try to join every Sunday.
Yes, yes, sure. Welcome. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So we'll end the meeting. Abhinav Prabhu and Suraj Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. Okay, very good.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.